What's going on, guys? Crypto Renegade here. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Kusama Statemine, which is an NFT and CBDC layer 2. Let's get into it. But before I jump into the content, I just completely revamped my website, bitcoinlockup.com. As you can see right here, there is some exciting stuff coming, and you can always preview my newest videos there before they hit YouTube or any other platform. There's also going to be some bonus exclusive content and giveaways coming that are not going to be made available anywhere else. All right, let's get into it. Welcome back. So in some of our last videos, we talked about some more Polka projects and their impacts on the crypto ecosystem. We also covered some Solana projects, Cosmos projects, and we even dug deeper into NFTs. Today, we're now taking a look at the Kusama network, Polkadot's crazy cousin, and the projects that are sliding under the radar on this very expensive test network. Expect chaos.
Upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos.
Today, I wanted to touch on Statemine on the Kusama network, what it is, why it was created, and ultimately why you should start paying attention to it. So, what is Statemine? In simple terms, Statemine is the Kusama instance of Polkadot Statemint Parachain. Now, a common good chain that allows the hosting of arbitrary assets, both fungible and non-fungible. It also serves as a low-cost chain for keeping and transferring the relay chain's native tokens, KSM. Kusama Statemine is a multifunctional parachain. Polkadot's recently added parachain auctions and crowd loans to Kusama and West End. Following the addition, Kusama unveiled its first live parachain, Shell, several weeks ago. While it ran smoothly, the Shell parachain needed to be upgraded into something rich and functional. Last week, it was upgraded to Statemine, a milestone development for this project. Parachains serve as a multifunctional facet of the entire Polkadot ecosystem, used for different purposes such as smart contract chains, privacy chains, and high-frequency trading. While Kusama Shell was designed to examine the capabilities of the Kusama Parachain system, the Statemine Parachain is the equivalent of the Polkadot's Statemint Common Good Parachain. Now, it supports multiple functions such as low-cost KSM transfer, minting, and transferring of both fungible and NFTs. Now, meanwhile, KSM holders can freely transfer their tokens between Kusama and Statemine using the XCM protocol, while other parachains will also be able to interact with Statemine with the exact same protocol. So how does this all work exactly? Well, when Kusama's structured, it's an interoperable parachain community and is being launched now. The true value of Statemine is soon to be realized. This will depend on the progress of other parachain applications. The first project to get slots are Karura, Moonriver, Shiden, Kala, and Bifrost. At present, Shiden and Karura have completed cross-chain transfer attempts using this XCM protocol, and Kala has established a public one-way bridge using the substrate framework. As the deployment of parachains progress, Statemine has also passed the decision of Kusama committee to authorize the upgrade to parachains without permission. Anyone can create assets and NFTs on Statemine. Each asset class requires at least one KSM deposit. Kusama Statemine parachain auctions finally started over this summer. Now, according to the project, although Statemine's utility as a solitary chain is substantial, there's a need to create a community of chains to increase its utility, which will be done through the concept of Kusama's parachain slot auctions. This is a market-efficient way that allows developers to bring their ideas to life on the Kusama network. Statemine is solving a problem, and this is what it's basically when you try to send a transaction on ETH right now.
Oh my God, what in the world? What's going on?
This parachain would provide functionality for deploying assets from tokenized artwork to stablecoins and even central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. in the Kusama networks and give their users a better experience with lower fees than current existing solutions. Since Parachain Shell was officially upgraded to Statemine Asset Parachain, it has added asset casting and NFT casting functions, which represents the official start of the asset enrichment capability in the Kusama network. Now, although there are asset minting functions on other chains, the asset level of Statemine is much higher than the assets minted by other chains. A core element of Polkadot's vision is to create a secure environment for blockchain communication while also providing freedom and flexibility for the entire team. Projects can freely create custom chains with their own functions and tokens and adopt what they think is an appropriate any governance model. But the only criterion for a project to become a parachain is that the chain must be able to prove to the verifier of the network that every block produced follows the same standard protocol. Statemine Upgrade launches a new phase of parachain functionality. Now, the Kusama community has just voted to upgrade the runtime of the Statemine Parachain, Kusama's instance of Statemint. Now, Statemine was Kusama's first featureful parachain. Like the launches of Kusama and Polkadot themselves, the launch of a parachain is a multi-step process. And in case you missed its launch, Kusama ran with a simple shell parachain to ensure block production, inclusion, and finalization. The shell parachain has extremely limited functionality it does not even have to the notion of accounts. It only accepts a message from the relay chain stakeholder body to upgrade itself to something else.
Yeah, bitch! Magnets! Oh!
Statemine, Statemint, what's the difference here and why should I care? Well, in my opinion, here's where it gets interesting. Here's introducing Statemint. Parity Technologies plans to develop and propose a generic assets parachain called Statemint as one of its first common good chains in their press release. This parachain would provide functionality for deploying assets from tokenized artwork to stablecoins, and again, the big one, CBDCs, in the Polkadot and Kusama networks and give their users a very better experience. A basic functionality of blockchains is the ability to track ownership of a base layer asset, the native protocol token. But blockchains can track more than just their native protocol token, so it also makes sense to track other assets without launching a new network for each individual one. As a common good parachain, Statemint will stay fully aligned with the relay chain's token holders. As such, the relay chain's governance bodies will have control over the direction of the chain and make decisions such as registering an asset without requiring a deposit, changing parameters like the deposit amount, and proposing upgrades to the chain's logic and functionality. Now, the Relay Chains Council may also provide funding for maintenance and infrastructure costs, such as running full nodes and collaborators. Statemint will allow diverse entities, ranging from artists issuing tokens for their work to central banks issuing central bank digital currencies, to deploy their assets to the Polkadot network. By encoding these standards as first-class logic into the chain and allowing non-dot holding accounts to use these assets, users will face lower fees and lower friction when using their assets in this network. So this can never happen. Deploying and maintaining this parachain with on-chain governance will show the power of the Polkadot community to organize and provide a utility to all applications and all users in the network. The RMRK token is the first Kusama Statemine token to be tradable on centralized exchanges. As I mentioned in my first Kusama Focus video recently, I mentioned that RMRK is going to be the future of NFTs on Kusama and eventually Polkadot. Some of RMRK's many utilities include a metaverse currency, staking to mine resources in a play-to-earn metaverse, sponsorship to go carbon negative during the minting of NFTs, governance of platform parameters like fees, commissions, stake locks, and even more, and curation and verification of fellow artists on the flagship marketplace Singular, collateral in DeFi, and I can keep going on and on and on. But for now, go ahead and click right here in the top right corner to watch that video on the top NFT project on Kusama coming to Polkadot, RMRK. I will see you guys in that video right now. Crypto Renegade out.